it's Abby, and for the first time ever, I have made a mistake that I have never made before. I recorded this whole video without audio, so editing Abby is bringing this to you, and I hope we can make it through this together. Please bear with me. Anyway, we are here to open probably my most highly anticipated lucky bag, and it is from the Disney Store Japan. I love getting this box every single year. This is the 10,000 yen box. They also have a 3,000 yen tote bag that you can get. Some years I get the tote bag, but this year we splurged and we got the 10,000 yen box. I'm very, very excited. We're going to take a look at this together and see what everything is worth in here. Well, the first thing in here was a lot of factory air. I was actually surprised at how much packaging was in here. I didn't expect the box to be full because it was a big box, but after the Pokemon Center box yesterday, you kind of expect them to not fill it all with air. Anyway, here is the first item. This comes with every lucky bag. You either get a Mickey or a mini plushie for the year of the horse, because 2026, that's what we're going into. And we got Minnie this year. I think last year we got Mickey? I can't remember, but these are totally random, so you could buy 2 lucky bags and still get 2 Minnies, 2 Mickeys, so it's hard to get a pair. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But this year we got Minnie. I'm not really actively collecting the plushies or as a pair or anything, so yay, we have Minnie. It's actually very, very cute. I like the white horse with pink bow motif that we have going on. So, yep. She does not have a price tag because, like I said, she is included. The next item we have here is I kept calling this a cake pop. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a lollipop, a cake pop, or what, but it is a Zootopia keychain. It was 2,000 yen, and I felt this was a little bit expensive for what it is. It's very cute. It's a little plush keychain. I don't know how I feel about this long sticking out of it. I feel like it could be a little bit dangerous, but I mean, there's plenty of other keychains that are not safe anyway, so whatever. But yeah, that was the second item that was in there. And the next item in here was a wristband towel, and it is Baymax themed, obviously. It is mochi, and I think wristband towels are a genius invention. Basically, you put one on each wrist, and when you wash your face, the water doesn't drip down your arm all the way down to your elbow. So I think it's great. I think the plushie on it is a bit excessive design-wise. It's the same size as this keychain, but it's very cute. And it was 950 yen. I guess it's worth it. I think you can buy these at Daiso. Obviously not with the mochi plush on it, so I don't know. Is it worth it? Maybe if it's your favorite character. But also, I was saying that you kind of need 2. So only one of my arms is safe in this case, so I either need to go get another one or use it as a bracelet, I guess. The next item in the lucky bag was a NuiMo, and I was pleasantly surprised to see this. I was actually very surprised because Mickey, I feel like, is a popular character, and I think NuiMos are still doing okay. I don't know. They've been out for a few years now, so maybe that's why they included Mickey. I have the Donald Duck NuiMo, and I have a little reindeer costume for him, and I have a little Maleficent costume for him, and I think he is just super duper cute. I'm really excited to have Mickey, and I hope that NuiMos are still doing well and that they make lots of cute new costumes for them. This was 1,700 yen, which, I don't know, I guess for a posable plushie is an okay price. I don't have any complaints, really. I know that Tokyo Disney Resort has their own line of these plushies as well. They call them Posy Plush, but I think the NuiMos are super cute. I like the face. It's more like kind of almost a chibi style, a little more simple. Also, I think at this point in the video, I was talking about how I am going through a rough patch with Disney right now because they have decided to spend a massive amount of money on OpenAI, or partnering with, I don't know, investing in, I guess is the word, and that they are letting Sora use their IP, and that we might be seeing AI created content on Disney Plus. So yeah, Disney and I are kind of taking a break right now. I know I never thought those words would be coming out of my mouth. I am a little bit disappointed. I am kind of waiting and curious to see where this goes and what this entails for us and for the artists at Disney who have worked so hard. But yeah, I felt the need to talk about that because it's something that has been bothering me lately. But enough about that. The next item in the lucky bag was this Lumiere Urupocha-chan, and I love the Urupocha-chan line. They are these little chunky plushies and they are basically the successor to Tsum-Tsum's Ufufis, and I feel like there was another one after that, but the Urupocha-chan series seems to be doing pretty well. I have heard that they have made it to the Western market, the Disney stores over there too. I have Donald, Eeyore, I think I have Baymax, I have a few different ones. They're really cute, but they are a little bit pricey. I think they're like 1,500 yen here in Japan. Tsum Tsums used to be 500 yen when they first released them. Now they're a little more expensive, but 1,500 yen for the tiny plush, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, next to the NuiMO, it's basically the same price, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Are they worth it or not? It feels more expensive when you're trying to collect them every month when they have new releases, you know? The next item is a set of Zootopia hair clips. These are 950 yen. No issues with the price really, but I think my hair is too thick to use these, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think these will be nice to pass on to a friend, maybe one of my nieces, I don't know. But I loved Zootopia too. I watched the movie before my breakup with Disney, and I thought it was so sweet. The next item in here was I guess kind of a custom strap. It's like a little bag charm. It's a Minnie Mouse themed one, and then you have a sheet of stickers, so you could put your initials on there, a word, I don't know. And this costs 1,500 yen, which I guess is, you know, pretty standard for Disney store keychain prices. You get a lot of charms and baubles on there. I think it's cute. I would have loved it if it was Donald even more, but yeah, it's cute. I like it. Yeah, no complaints. This next item I was very pleasantly surprised, but also not surprised to see. It is a crossbody plush, and it's Miss Bunny. I actually have the Lucifer crossbody of this series, and it was a gift because it's actually quite pricey. It was 3,900 yen, and I was in love with the Lucifer one, and it's so cute. It's just, you know, it feels a little bit expensive, you know, when it's just, you know, a little plush crossbody pouch that you're probably only gonna use once or twice, or like when you go to Disneyland kind of situation. So I couldn't justify it, but a friend very kindly gifted it to me for my birthday, and I think a lot of other people felt the same way because it's in this lucky bag now. But I will say that I think they had to do a second run on these, so I don't know, maybe the second run just wasn't as popular as the first run and they had some leftovers, but what do you guys think? Is this expensive for a bag or not really? The chain on it's really, really nice. It's really nice quality. It's just a little bit pricey, I think. We have another set of hair clips here. These are Marie, and these are also 950 yen. Again, I think they're basically the exact same hair clips. I can't use them, but perfect for a little gift. And I noticed this year the lucky bag had more like accessory items more than stationery, so that was interesting. And then this bottle, I believe this was part of the lucky bag, one of the included items, and you usually get a mug or a tumbler or bottle like this, and this year we got the Minnie Mouse bottle. Last year I think we got one that was basically the same, but these bottles are pretty nice. They're nice and slim, so you can fit them in your bag, good for carrying around, and you can never have too many water bottles, right? Okay, so I guess this is the quote-unquote hit item of the lucky bag. This is from a company that makes really fancy towels. I already forgot what it's called, but this drawstring pouch bag is 11,000 yen. Remember, the lucky bag costs 10,000 yen, so this pouch is worth more than the lucky bag. So I am, you know, not a huge fan of yellow. I love Pooh Bear, but I don't really collect Pooh Bear merch, so it's not for me. But I actually learned about this brand a few months ago when my friend took me to their shop, and they make really fancy towels basically, and obviously they have like pouches and stuff like this, but I think it's, you know, a good gift giving brand kind of. I'm sure some people love the brand and use it personally too, but I think this item, probably for me, will be something that I gift to someone who really likes Pooh Bear. But it is a brand that is very well known, I believe, so I think it is worth it, and I'm surprised that it's in the lucky bag. The next item in here is also a towel. It is a imabari taolu, and it's a very nice quality towel. It's 1,300 yen, which maybe is a little bit pricey for a towel this size, but it's very nice quality, and it is Japan made, and it's a Baymax design. It's super soft, and I have other towels from this line as well. I think they're nice, so it's also a really good gift too. So yeah, one more towel. I looked on the website for this and I couldn't find it, but similar towels to this were like about 700 yen, so I'm going to say it was about that much. This is a small little hand towel again. It's very soft on one side, and then the inside was a little more like coarse terry cloth. Just a nice little towel to carry around. And it's Donald Duck. You can't go wrong with that. I love Donald Duck. Now we are entering the kitchen tool zone. We have a tiny little spatula that has Lucifer on top. I absolutely love Lucifer. He's such an evil, mean kitty. And this little spatula was 1,800 yen. You can use it for baking, cooking, anything. And then it also came with this peeler, and I am very impressed that it is a metal peeler. It's not plastic or anything, so it should be nice. This also was 1,800 yen, and it also has a Lucifer on top, so I will be adding these to my kitchen tool collection and using it. Very nice. As I said earlier, I felt like there was not much stationery in here. Actually, this was the only stationery item in this lucky bag. It was a Lady and the Tramp pen, and this pen was 350 yen. It's a cute pen, and I am kind of surprised they didn't include more. I guess they just had other stuff to put in the lucky bag this year. But yeah, just a standard pen. Another kind of highlight item, I assumed this was like a little lap throw or like a little cape towel. It's Donald Duck, obviously, which I was very, very excited to see. It is microfiber, and my hands do not like the texture of microfiber, but that's just a personal thing. I know most people do not have an issue with microfiber. Like I said, I thought it was just going to be this little towel or little lap throw. I open it up, and it is basically a massive dressing gown, I guess, or I don't know what you want to call it. I think they call it a towel poncho? I forget. What does it say here? I can't read it. But it has a hood, it has short sleeves, and then it has these pockets with like Donald feet. Wasn't that cute? And then the length, I would say it probably comes down to my knees-ish. It's not too short, not too long kind of situation. You could throw it on when you get out of the shower. You could take it to the beach, take it to the pool. And, oh yeah, it's called a poncho towel. And it was 4,600 yen, which I guess is a fair price for something like this. Like I said, I don't really like the texture, but I know microfiber is good for absorbing water, so it's a very good item. And it's just me being weird about textures, so I think this is also a win item. The last item in the box was the tote bag that comes with all the lucky bags. I think the 3,000 yen lucky bag always comes in this tote. I have a few. They're really sturdy. They're really great. I use them for taking packages to the post office. I'm super glad to get that. And then here, I think I'm talking about like my favorite items and which ones I like. Overall, I think this was a great lucky bag. A lot of good items. Maybe some, that will get regifted, but overall, nothing that I'm just like, oh, they put trash in here. Oh, this was totally left over. Like, some of the items you can tell is probably like, oh yeah, they didn't sell these. But nothing that's like, just like no one wants this. So I think it was very nice. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. This cost 10,000 yen. And the total of the items in here, everything added up, was this much. Obviously, the pouch alone is worth more than 10,000 yen, so I'm very excited to see this number. I'm going to do the math, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, I'm not used to doing voiceovers, so please give me like 2 thumbs up, and leave a comment down below because I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I do have more lucky bag videos, and I will try not to mess up my audio again, so I hope to see you there. Please subscribe, and bye.